Standard 8, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 7, Following the Mahatma, Part 1. In previous chapters of history, we have learned how people of India started opposing the British rule and many activities have done. Revolutionaries started doing violent activity to oppose the Britishers. But at same time, there was a person who believed to oppose the Britishers in form of non-violence. That person was Mahatma Gandhi. We all recognize him as a Bapu or the father of our nation. Mahatma is none other than the greatest human ever, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He went to South Africa to practice law after acquiring the degree of barrister or lawyer. Whites had established their supremacy over black natives of South Africa. Compared to white, the Indians enjoyed very few rights. So Gandhiji protested against this insult and injustice. He discovered the path of truth and non-violence to fight against the injustice, which he called the Satyagraha. Gandhiji always had done many satyagrahas to oppose and fight against the Britishers in South Africa as well as in India. Gandhiji went to see the Durban court. The judges ordered him to remove the pagdi. Gandhiji preferred to leave the court than to remove the turban from his head. That's how he upheld his self-respect and was appreciated and applauded by the Indians there for this. The struggle for the freedom initiated in South Africa. Under the leadership of Gandhiji, Indians suffered a lot during the struggle, but they never responded with violence. That's why Gandhiji always done work with Satya and Ahimsa to fight against injustice. His full name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. His birthday was 2nd October 1869. He was born in Porbandar. His mother's name was Putlibai. His wife's name was Kasturba. His spiritual mentor was Srimad Rajchandra, political mentor Gopal Krishna Gokhale. He wrote an autobiography named The Story of My Experiment with Truth. In Gujarati, it was Satyana Prayog. He died on 30th January 1948. His samadhi is located in Rajghat, Delhi. He founded Natal Indian Congress, Durban, South Africa in 1895 to fight against the injustice. After successful satyagraha in South Africa, Gandhiji returned to India in 1915 at the age of 46. He had acquired international fame and respect due to his success in South Africa. He was given a grand welcome at the Apollo port of Mumbai. Gopal Krishna Gokhale advised Gandhiji to tour the whole India in the first year to know the Indians and understand what they need. After touring the country, Gandhiji established Satyagraha Ashram in Kochrab, Ahmedabad, Gujarat on 25th May 1915. He shifted to Sabarmati Ashram on the bank of river Sabarmati. Champaran Satyagraha in 1917 was done by Gandhiji. Champaran was placed in Bihar near Nepal in the foothills of Himalaya. It was famous for plantation. We have learned about plantation in previous chapter where tea, coffee or flowers or vegetables are grown in type of plantation where they needed special care for plants. The European landlords forced the farmers to produce indigo on 3/20th part of their land and sell it at lower rates to them. Indigo was used widely by the Britishers. On the request of Rajkumar Shukla, Gandhiji decided about the issue. But before the inquiry started, he was ordered by magistrate to leave the district, and Gandhiji ignored this notice. He prepared a list of problems by farmers and presented it in British government. He stayed in Motihari village of Champaran and protested. Champaran Satyagraha is also known as Indigo Satyagraha, captured the attention of all over the India. In this way, he started to work and to gain justice for the farmers of the country. The next Satyagraha was held in 1917, Kheda Satyagraha in Kheda district of Gujarat, where they experienced famine. The agriculture production was destroyed. Still, the British government, instead of waiving the tax, and tried to collect tax from the farmer. As we know that if there is no rain, there will be no production of agricultural products. So farmers cannot pay tax, but British government still forcefully collected the tax from the farmer of Kheda district. Under this leadership of Gandhiji, farmers started Satyagraha. Gandhiji told farmers that they would not pay tax until government accepted their demands. Gandhiji wrote a letter to the collector that if tax of poor farmers are waived, then the richer farmers would pay the regular tax. At the end, collector passed an order for the same, and the movement was successful. Kheda district Satyagraha did not yield much result, but it becomes important because principle on this basis was fought. The farmers become aware, fearless, and courageous. Gandhiji got a devoted and committed leader like Vallabhbhai Patel in Kheda Satyagraha, and the Satyagraha became successful for the farmers. This Satyagraha was last until 1918. In 1990, Rowlatt Act and Rowlatt Satyagraha were started. These all Satyagrahas were done under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi and his principles. England was victorious in World War I. Rowlatt Act was implemented by Britishers to control the public and anti-colonial activities. This act authorized the government to exercise strict control on the press, arrest without warrant, and indefinite detention in jail without trial. That means newspaper or press cannot print anything without permission of Britishers. Britishers can arrest anyone without arrest warrant, and they can put them into jail without any trial in the court. This is known as Rowlatt Act. Gandhiji protested against this act, and it is called Black Act. The Satyagraha was first struggle for the entire nation against the Britishers. It was limited to big cities only. Then rallies were organized and strikes were called out to protest this act. The Britishers resorted to suppression to curb this movement, and this Satyagraha had a much attention by the British government. As a part of protest against Rowlatt Act, the people of Punjab announced a strike on 30th March and 6th April in 1990. The condition of Amritsar was almost out of control. Martial law was declared in Amritsar. A meeting was organized on 13th April on the day of Baisakhi in Jallianwala Bagh to pay a tribute to the martyrs and protest against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu. 10,000 people had gathered in this meeting. General Dyer blocked the only exit of the Bagh and ordered firing at an unarmed people gathered there. As per the official records, 379 died and 1,200 were injured. But in reality, the casualty were much more than mentioned in the official report. Gandhiji completely lost his faith in British sense of justice. They had killed an unarmed people without giving any of the warning or anything. Thus, he lost all his faith in the government. Efforts were made to unite Hindu and Muslim during the Rowlatt Satyagraha, and he wanted that Hindus and Muslims should stand united to attain justice. In next part, we will learn about the more satyagrahas done by Gandhiji.